Hello, and welcome back to the Introductory series for Taskmatics Scheduler. In this video, I'll show you how to configure your task that you created in video 1 within the scheduler. Now, I've already gone ahead and installed the Taskmatics Scheduler. I did that in video 2, so if you haven't done that, you can go back to video 2 and see how that's done. Right now, what I'll do is I'll browse to the administration website, and I will log in. Okay, so once I've done that, you'll see the dashboard. And I haven't configured any tasks yet, so you won't see anything in this list. So to begin adding a task, you'll first have to create a file set. So we'll go ahead and do new file set. We'll give it a name, and I think we called it simple task. So we'll just call this simple task files, and we'll go click add files, and we'll go find those, the scheduler. So we'll go ahead and load that. Okay, and if we had any other dependencies, we can store them here as well. Same thing with config files or any file you need to run your task. In this case, it's really just the executable. So we'll save that. Okay, and the next thing we'll do is go down to definitions. Now, what a definition is, it defines one of the components. So it could either be a trigger, a task, or an event listener. Those are the three extensibility points within the Taskmatics Scheduler. So a task could be reusable. And to have a task be reusable, we create this quote-unquote definition. And from the definition, you can schedule it multiple times and have several instances of it configured with different properties. So you can create, for example, a SQL task as a scheduled task and configure it to run a certain script. And then you can reconfigure that SQL task with a separate script and have a second scheduled task based on that same definition. In this case, for the simple task, it's not really reusable. It's just something that prints out to the log, so we'll only schedule it once. So we'll create a new definition, and we'll call this simple task. And we'll pick our component type, and that's a task. And we'll pick our file set, which is the one we just created, simple task files. And then from there, we can go ahead and pick our class. So when you create a file set, Taskmatics Scheduler automatically scans all of the DLLs and executables looking for specific components that you can use as a definition. And in this case, it found simple task for us. If we create a custom configuration, we'd be able to go click configure. In this case, we don't have any configuration, so we won't be able to get to that. So that's all you have to do to create a definition. And once you have a definition, you can now schedule the task. So let's click schedule tasks and click new schedule task, and we'll call it simple task. And we'll select our task. And right now you can select an agent, but I've only installed a single agent on my system. I don't have any other agents installed on other servers, so I just am limited to this one, but I'll just leave it as any available agent for now. You could also add a description that explains what your task is doing. In the case for SQL task, it would run some particular script, and you could describe what the script is here, for example. And that's actually all I'm going to do. You could also fill in triggers or event listeners if you like, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I'll go ahead and hit save. And once I do that, you'll see a scheduled task here. If I want to execute this, I would go back to the dashboard, and over here you'll see a play button. You could also expand the task and see any instances that are currently running. There are none, so let's go ahead and hit play and run our task. So you'll see it update and complete. Once it's completed, you could double click it and view its output. If the task was currently running and we had more output, we would see it stream into here, as well as CPU usage and memory usage. So that's it. That's how you configure your task to run within the scheduler. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much.